One.
3,
And we have
2,
broadcast.
1.
My name is John
And
Poley.
we have
Thank you so much
broadcast.
for being part of my Small
name is
Biz
John
Network.
Foley. Thank you
Each
so
week
much for
we
being
come
part of
live
my
to you
Small Biz
on
Network.
multimedia,
Each week we come
webinars,
live to you
Ustream.tv.
on multimedia,
We're publishing books
webinars,
and we're holding
Ustream.tv.
training classes.
We're
The whole
publishing
reason we're
books
doing this is to
and
help
we're
local
holding
business
training
owners
classes. The whole reason
all
we're
across
doing this
Texas
is to
and all
help
throughout
local
the United
business
States
owners
to become
all
better
across Texas
at what they
and all
do,
throughout
to
the
get
United
credit
States
for
to
what they're
become
already
better
doing,
at what
but
they
to
do,
get credit
to
for
get
that
credit for
in
what
an
they're already
online
doing.
world.
But to get credit for that
If you listen to
in an
any
online
internet
world.
guru, you're going to hear
If you listen
that
to
you have
any
to open up a
internet
Facebook
guru,
account, a
you're
business
gonna hear
page, you have
that
to open up a Twitter account,
a
you have to
business
send
page,
out
you have
mass
to open up a Twitter
broadcast
account. You have to
emails
send out mass
that you have
broadcast
to post on
emails
Craigslist. It can become
that you have
overwhelming.
to post
And what's
on
sad
Craigslist.
is if you
It
don't
can
time
become
the market
overwhelming.
correctly,
And what's
you
sad
could
is
be
if you
doing
don't
it all
time the
for
market
nothing.
correctly, you could be
So if you
doing
have
it all for
questions
nothing.
during this presentation I'm about to give,
If you have
you
questions
should be
during this,
connected to the Join
presentation
Me
I'm about to
link
give, you
on
should
my
be
webinar
connected to
page.
the Join Me link
And
on my webinar page.
to get the sound, you'll also need to click the
And
player, so you'll get the
To get the sound,
webcam
you also need to
and my
click the
sound.
player, so you'll get the webcam and my sound.
And I'm sending out a message to all of you on the Join Me
I'm
network.
sending out a message to all of you on the Join
A
Me
few weeks
network.
ago I wrote a book called,
A few weeks ago, I wrote a book called.
let me remember, I've written so many books in the past
let me
couple
remember.
weeks.
I've written so
I'm
many
going to get the
books.
title right. The book that I'm going over today is called Time Release Posting Schedule. If you click on that, you'll get a free copy of the book. I'm going to go ahead and open that on my screen. And I did some research. I went to HubSpot, I went to Alexa.com, I went to MailChimp, some of the biggest players in the industry. And I got statistics from them, and I came back and compiled it, and I've put it into a very user-friendly 5-page ebook. Really, if you want to get into super analytical details, you can go back to Alexa.com, HubSpot.com, and MailChimp.com, and you can analyze it as much as you want. For me, I would prefer to have something very simple to look at. You may even stop at the first page of this ebook. You can see blogging on Tuesday night, all day Wednesday, or actually Thursday morning. That's the best day to blog. You can actually just look at the first page and find out the best times to do each activity. So let's go through these one at a time. If you want to skip through the ebook, you simply click on the chapter, Time in the Market. And one additional thing, if you download this book, I'd appreciate it if at the bottom of each page, you don't only have to do this once, but you can click to share it with your friends on Facebook, with LinkedIn or Twitter. That just helps me build this. I'm doing these training classes every Thursday, and I'd love to get a lot of small business owners, real estate agents, entrepreneurs on these webinars. So through this ebook, these are different strategies. We'll go into more detail as the year goes on, but you can actually detect posting by platform, and by platform I mean website. Let's talk about the big one first, Facebook. Let me zoom in a little bit to make sure that you can see it on your screen. And Facebook, it is by far the highest traffic social media site for the United States, popular in Canada also. And you can see there are certain days of the week where you probably want to save your best material. So for example, if you have breaking market news, if you're a real estate agent, if you're in the middle of the week, you could wait until Friday night to post that, or early on Saturday morning. That's when people use Facebook the most. Now they check in with Facebook, they keep updated. What we've found is through the week, but most offices frown on using Facebook at work. So what we're finding is Facebook, the speculation is everyone is catching up on all their social media on Saturday. So if you have some great news, or if you're promoting your business through Facebook, a business page, or to your followers, definitely post that late on Friday night or early on Saturday morning. You'll get the most comments and feedback on your post doing it that way. Speaking of Facebook, if you like that tip, share it with your other friends on Facebook by clicking on that shortcut. You can get really analytical with what calculates a top posting on Craigslist. But one of the big things is the time decay factor. That's why we say don't post in the early part of the week for something that you want to get a lot of comments on and get it to the very top of everyone's Facebook wall. Again, wait till Saturday morning. And then Twitter. Does anyone in the audience use Twitter? When I ask this question to most audiences, usually about 10% of the crowd is actually using Twitter. With Twitter, if you are using it, the thing to know is that Monday and Tuesday, those are the worst days of the week. Sunday is bad. As the week gets closer to the weekend, you get more retweets. And if you're familiar with Twitter, you know retweeting is good because that means other people are spreading your content. So if you're marketing your small business, you want to promote that later in the week. And a lot of traditional news media, television news media, they also look to the blogosphere, they look to social media, and there's speculation why that peak happens on Friday is a lot of them are looking for their publishing deadlines for the weekend newspaper too. So if you have something truly extraordinary that you're commenting on Twitter, post in the middle of the week so that traditional media can pick up on it, and maybe you can get additional exposure in the newspapers and on television. So we recommended Thursday to hit the peak of the retweets on Friday. With blogging, everybody will tell you to blog, but they really don't make recommendations on when to blog, when blogging is best. Your blogging content will be best during the week. That would be Tuesday evening through Wednesday, all day Wednesday, and then really early on Thursday. And then blogging traditionally is it's less social, it's more on topic. The speculation is blogs don't get a lot of activity on the weekends. Let me show you the statistics. I believe we had a graph. I might have skipped over it. I didn't have a graph on that one. It just came from a lot of blogging experts. The general consensus was middle of the week. And then again with the printing deadlines and traditional media deadline at the end of the week, the speculation why traffic was dropping at the end of the week is because it's the weekend. They're not thinking about business any longer. And Friday night emails. There's been a lot of speculation on it. There's been a lot of books that are greatly outdated that will say that emails should always be sent out on Sunday. The latest statistics I got from HubSpot show that Friday night emails are the best time to target an audience. And again, the speculation on that is when they're bombarded by emails Monday through Friday from the business world, there are fewer players in the game sending emails out late Friday night. So if you really want to hit it on the head with your mass emails to market your business, Friday night, and then they have all day Saturday and Sunday to view that email with fewer competitors sending emails at those times. Also keep this in mind. Tuesday is the highest unsubscribe rate for emails. So if you got this great newsletter you send out on Monday, you're flooded. You're flooded by all the emails from the weekend plus all the emails that go out right when you get there at Monday. Typically myself, I'll get 50 emails on a Monday. That's just on my business account. So, and I do unsubscribe quite a bit on Monday and Tuesday. So keep that in mind. If you're going to mass blast, when I reconsider that Monday or Tuesday, look for those Friday night emails. Craigslist, I know a lot of real estate agents use that, and I know a lot of car dealerships, small business owners. I'm writing a class for you on Craigslist. We'll have more information on that, but for right now, let me tell you this. Craigslist, Sunday is it. It's like the Sunday paper phenomenon. It's a full moon. I can't really explain why things happen. My speculation is that fewer advertisers are using Craigslist on Sunday, and that's why you get the most activity on Sunday. Fewer competition sending out marketing flyers on Craigslist. So if you're marketing your local business with Craigslist, look for Sunday as the best day to post something. And again, statistically, I couldn't prove that Craigslist got more traffic on Sunday, but from experience and from talking to others across multiple industries, Sunday gets the most registrations, the most leads, the most phone calls. Additionally, if you came onto this webinar but you're not yet part of the Small Biz Network, I'd like to invite you to that. You can click to that from any of my ebooks. The location is smallbiz.texasrealestatemap.com. You can find this on Ustream. We have 8 viewers right now. I hope the viewers on Ustream.tv were able to see my screen. If not, I'm about to send a link out. I believe they are, because everyone who came on Ustream came from the Join Me link. I apologize if you didn't see this earlier. But I do have this being recorded right now. And I want to introduce you to the Small Biz Network and introduce you to the new book that I just wrote and published yesterday. So on that website, the Small Biz Network, we have webinars where you can watch all of our archived webinars. This is the 3rd webinar in the series of 50 webinars that we're hosting in 2012. Each one is on a narrow focus, building traditional small business through internet marketing. So you can join any of these past webinars. And I want to encourage you to take a look at my latest book on the Small Biz Network. And that is Increasing Income with LinkedIn. All of these books are completely free for you to download. This is my 7th book. And since we have a little bit of time and I haven't been able to open up questions, I'm going to go ahead and open this book. I'm going to open it in, I think I already had it open. Okay, here we go. Increasing Income through LinkedIn. Now this will apply to employees, entrepreneurs, small business owners. First of all, small business owners, why should you care about LinkedIn? In the book, we introduce you to the attractiveness of LinkedIn from a marketing perspective. The chapter is called Show Me the Money. Look at these statistics as a marketer, as a small business owner or entrepreneur. If you have money to spend on online advertising dollars, are you going to go with Facebook? Look at the median income level, 25 to 49,000 is the largest bracket, closely followed by 50,000 to 75,000. Going over to LinkedIn, it seems to be bumped up a bracket. The middle tier is 50,000 to 75,000, closely followed by 75,000 to 100,000. So if the cost of marketing on Facebook or LinkedIn is about the same price, by all means, you're going to want to look at LinkedIn for some of your advertising opportunities. So bigger business owners, you might look for potential recruits from LinkedIn, from a professional network. In this book, we give you an overview of LinkedIn. If you're not on there yet, after you read this book, you will definitely want to get introduced to LinkedIn. This will be a future webinar where I'll go into more detail. Employees, if you want to use LinkedIn to help you with your career to get higher income where you're currently at, you can also combine the larger network of LinkedIn and then also do your own statistical research on salary.com, payscale.com. I highly encourage employers to do this too, to make sure that you're paying your best employees what they deserve, what the competitors are paying. So why all the buzz about LinkedIn? LinkedIn is basically highly recognized by Google. So by setting up a good LinkedIn profile, when someone types in your name on Google, you can try this with my name, type it in, LinkedIn will be the very first link. That works for almost everyone that sets up a LinkedIn profile. So if you want to increase your professional appearance as an employee, or if you're looking for a job, that's a great way to do it. And again, with any of my ebooks, if you like the content, be sure to click on the footer and share that with your friends and family, with your followers. And then if you want to get really into advanced training on LinkedIn, lead generation, search engine optimization, the last chapter will show you how to do that. I'm going to save the bulk of that content for a future webinar. Today's topic was social media timing. So if you missed the beginning of that, it's all detailed in this book. If you have any questions, for some reason I couldn't get questions working today, let me know. You can find me on Facebook, you can find me on the Small Biz Network, you can find me on any of the social media channels, and when in doubt, I always tell people to Google my name and you can get a hold of me. So if you have any questions on the content covered today, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and stop the broadcast at this time. Thank you everyone for joining us. And then I'm going to stop the Join Me meeting. I think we answered all the questions. Any questions? So that just went out. And then the third place, we're also broadcasting this on Facebook and on the Small Biz Network that you're all familiar with probably. So if you have any questions, reach out to me on this network. And I'll get some better instructions out for next week. I've got a comment that came in that they were lost because we did change from GoToMeeting to this new format. I'm going to create a guide on how to use this new software. The reason I switched to it is it only costs me $20 a month instead of $400 a month, and I'm all about saving money, and that's pretty much the theme with everything I teach these small business owners for getting visibility on the search engines. So that's all I had today. Any questions, find me on any of the different media channels, and thanks for joining.